All right, welcome back to Unraveled. I'm Alex.
Hey, Alex. I'm Olivia.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm thriving.
Oh.
Are you thriving?
Yeah.
30.
Not like you are,
30
apparently.
35. You remember 30, flirty, and thriving?
Yeah.
They need something for 35.
35, just trying to thrive.
35, something dying.
Yeah.
What rhymes with 5? Hive.
Yeah.
35 and filled with hives.
Oh.
Yum.
Mm.
I'm really selling it.
Yeah, that's that. All the new makeup and shit you guys are getting are
I know.
hiving you out.
I know.
Does it feel like products are harming you more than they used to? And I don't mean because of age.
I thought you were going to say AIDS.
Because you're getting older. I just mean like, does it feel
one, fuck you.
Does it feel like?
I don't know. Does
it feel like a higher percentage of products are snake oil or?
Yeah, I don't know about harming, but definitely at the very least a waste.
Mm-hmm.
But probably harming. There's a whole. I just stumbled a couple weeks ago on this chick's YouTube channel where she does this whole series about like basically what the CDC and the FDA and all that. You know, whoever gives like okay to eat that this is safe to eat or use.
Mm-hmm.
She basically like does her own like take. I think she's like a scientist of sorts against it. Like I think recently they came out and said that zinc was bad in sunscreen.
Yeah.
And she was like, wait a minute. No. So what's the alternative? And it was something that either Dr. Oz or RFK Jr. was promoting.
Of course.
And she was like, no, it's not. What do you fucking don't eat the sunscreen? I don't know. So anyway. So maybe not. I think it's the underground shit that's good. They don't want you to know about.
Yeah. It's kind of like Four Locos, early Four Locos.
Yeah.
Or back when there'd be new supplements on the market that were practically just laced with steroids.
It would say on there, this is not cleared by the FDA. And you're like, fuck yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, I might have a heart attack or I might end up the most jacked I've ever been.
I might be successful.
Yeah.
For the first time
Who
in
knows?
my life.
Yeah.
Going against the FDA has a way of making you successful for the first time ever. It's wild.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Now I sound like I'm real pro RFK Jr. and I'm not him either. Anyway.
I mean, I guess Bill Gates, I think, is kind of going against them, and he seems to be doing swell. So
thriving.
You're right.
Yeah, if you can give a chicken to everybody in Africa.
Yes,
Remember
yeah.
when he did that?
Yeah.
God, those are some radioactive chickens, right?
I couldn't give a chicken to everyone in our apartment building
He
right
gave
now.
some Trojan chickens, I'm sure. I don't know what the fuck he was doing with those chickens, but it was not kindness.
Radiated chicken.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Some CRISPR chicken.
We're going to hear about the Chernobyl of chickens.
Not made in a CRISPR, made on a CRISPR.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't mean tenders. I meant,
you meant
cloned.
DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you meant. We've been getting some, you guys, I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about this last week. I can't even say it without laughing. It like legitimately makes me chuckle every time. We've been watching a lot of YouTube and they give you these like the wildest ads. Like it's not traditional commercial ads. Like I don't know if anyone here watches YouTube. If you don't, I never really did. Like YouTube consumption is new to me. Like I used to go to YouTube in search of something, right?
Yeah.
Like if I were learning how to, I don't know, stitch my pants. But I would never like watch content on YouTube. And now that I do, I see these ads. And first, I don't know who the fuck my YouTube thinks that I am.
I mean,
but there are 2 ads specifically that have had us dying.
What's really killing your algorithm on YouTube is that it's on our TV.
Yeah.
So it's getting your shit and mine. And mine can take a bearskin hoodie. I don't even want one, but it wants me to want one.
It does want you to want one.
I'm the kind of guy.
It wanted me to get you one for Christmas. Like it was like, do you know a dude who's looking for a Christmas gift?
Yeah, dude. The last hoodie you'll ever need. I don't think it's got an ounce of cotton in it, by the way.
You might as well be naked if you're not wearing this.
It's
what?
The toughest hoodie for the toughest men in the toughest regions on the toughest planet for toughness.
You could wear this to Mars.
What's
like,
the pan?
Well, I don't know what the fucking pan is, but that's the other one that started around the holidays. And well, like, first of all, if you can skip the ads after like 5 seconds, but God, if you let them play through, they just get better and better. Like they don't really give you the hook, line, and sinker. It's like they don't know that you're going to skip it.
Yeah.
They save all the good shit for like if you're in the bathroom and don't have the remote and you can hear it playing. You're like, did he just say? So anyway, there's these like, are they pans or are they knives?
They're pans.
They're pans. Okay, there's these pans. And I don't know what the fuck they are and what the deal is with them. But at the end of the commercial, he goes, what does he say?
It's not even the end, honestly.
Well, it's not the beginning.
No, it's after you can skip, but it's like halfway through because I think it's like a 2-minute pan ad. And it's like halfway through.
And it's like this ex-Marine.
Yeah,
like
he's a chef now. You
yeah,
know, chefs.
Shaved head,
tatted
wire
up.
tattoo. Yeah.
He looks like he looks like an ICE recruit.
Yes, he does. He's probably all the orders are on hold. He is currently.
He just shot someone in Minneapolis. Now he's making eggs.
Don't make. No, that's not a joke. Maybe, but we can't joke. I'm so sad about what's going on. Anyway, we're back to joking. Go on.
The ad, he goes, "You like badass shit? You're going to love this pan."
Yeah, he may even go on to say, do you know someone who likes badass shit?
Are you adjacent to a person seeking badass shit?
Does your child's kindergarten teacher like badass shit?
Did you just get a $60,000 bonus from the government and you like badass shit? Are you trying to learn how to cook because you're not an incel anymore?
Are you looking for a pan to whack an immigrant over the head with?
Yeah. It's there's the bearskin hoodie. There's one more.
With the newest one. Now, this is brand new. Just came up.
Oh, real quick. In the pan ad, he goes, it's going to outlive your car. It's going to outlive your house. It's probably going to outlive you. Like...
It'll outlive your grandchildren. Your children's grandchildren are whack immigrants with this pan. So the last one, this is brand new. It's been like, I think we've only heard it twice, and I'm kind of worried it's gone. It's like a guy. It's like an old fat attorney, and he's like hanging out of a semi truck, and he goes, "Have you been hit by a big truck?"
Hey man, you been knocked around by a big ass semi?
Well, and that's what we had so many, like, what constitutes a big truck? Like, when you call in and you're like, I've recently been hit by a big truck, they're like, do you have the dimensions and the weight of this truck? What's the horsepower of this truck?
They're like, no, we're speaking about Class A trucks only. You were hit by a Class C truck.
You were hit by a mini truck, ma'am.
If they don't have to have a special license, you don't call us. It's, we've been getting, it started, I had a problem with my car battery died, and it was probably listening to my phone calls.
Probably.
And I don't know, ever since my car battery died, we've been getting ads, these crazy ads.
They're like, they almost have that betting feel.
Yeah.
They almost have like a DraftKings feel, like someone comes or get
honestly,
paid 2 days early.
We get a ton of Kalshi ads too.
We talk about them all the time.
Yeah.
Now. We do say their name all the time.
But we keep getting these ads about like my insurance company only got me $1,500 for my car accident, but playing this game on my phone got me $60,000 after my car accident.
Yeah, it's just been like,
what?
Yeah, and it's like, have you been hit by a car recently? Scan the QR code to play the game. And you're like, God, what is this?
It's got to be some form of AI training or something. I don't know. I have no idea what it is. Or they use your game playing to build a case for you. Like what that, but we've been getting so many predatory ads about car accidents. I'm like,
no, don't.
I'm like, what does it know that I don't know?
No.
I think it's just trying to.
What's the future for predicting? Not app, the mind control thing they did.
Oh, for MK Ultra or
Looking Glass.
Looking Glass. Yeah,
Project Looking Glass.
Yeah, they're just trying to get us ready. But it's been our ads are bad.
Yeah. Well, and a couple of months ago, me and Alex got real mad about, well, I don't know, whatever's going on in the whatever the unnamed feeling for what's happening in the world right now is. And we went through, we were like, they're not getting anything else from us. And we went through and we shut off like all of our shit on our phones, like every tracking, like, like
canceled all the ads, the services.
Yeah. And it, how it's like, use this to train Siri. All that's turned on literally guys, every single app you've ever had. So if you haven't done, anyway. And now my ads are like, they have no idea who I am. And so I don't know what's better.
Yeah. Right now, Facebook Marketplace thinks I live in Austin. So it's like constantly like I'll see
just giving you douchey mustache creams.
Even worse, it's giving me sick ass affordable apartments. And I'm like, oh shit, where's that at?
Oh, Texas.
What part of town is that? And I click on it, I'm like, fucking
Texas.
An hour outside of Austin.
Yep. Yeah. Great. Well, that sucks too. Who wants to be an hour? I mean, Austin's Austin is the hour outside Austin.
Yeah. Well, I saw this video that's very interesting about how the fastest growing metropolitan area in America right now is considered Austin and San Antonio. What's a short drive from Austin? It wouldn't be
Waco.
No,
Dallas?
I have to look. No. Dallas is its own metroplex.
I know, but Dallas is an hour and 15 or something.
But they're saying that in the next,
Maybe it is
like,
San Antonio.
by there's currently like, I think 7 million people there or something. And they're saying by 2050, there's going to be like 13, 15 million people in this area. It's like just exploding.
Lots of looking glass going on.
But it's just this corridor where like all these businesses moved, and so hope it works out for them. I do. Because they're building they're trying to build what they call a 15-minute city or whatever, like.
I don't think that's good.
It's just going to be a slave city probably, but
aren't they all?
Yeah. No, it's San Antonio and Austin. It's that little, like that corridor, that valley there. Yeah. So interesting. One of the fastest growing areas in the country.
You heard it here first, folks.
Because the apartments are affordable and...
Get on down there and get yourself your cow shed reserved now.
Yeah, I don't know. I watched a video that was very interesting about it, and I didn't really retain the information to sell you guys on why it was interesting. I'm sorry.
You were never going to sell me.
No.
Not on Austin, never. I do have a fun story for you, though, and I thought, oh, my God. I mean, well, I'll tell it to you first.
Tell it to me.
Then you'll understand why it matters, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A Chinese shopping center has solved its problem of people smoking in the restrooms. I don't know how in the fuck this word is said. The Shuibi?
Yep. Shuibi
International Center posted signs reading, smoking makes the glass transparent. And sure enough, when smoke is detected, the special doors become see-through.
in the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
So people are like smoking
So if
while
you're
they're
sitting
taking
on
a
the
shit.
toilet, yeah. It says resist the urge to smoke unless you want to become internet famous, reads another sign. When the glass clears, a loud announcement rings out. This is a public place where smoking is prohibited for your own health and the health of others. Please do not smoke here. One social media commenter posted, smoking in men's restroom in China is practically ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. In this,
It sounds like it's gone.
yeah,
This is they think it's a
the
great
way they
idea.
wrote it, I don't really.
So that's a pretty wild idea.
Mhm.
Also, the fact that they capture.
I mean, they're showing people your genitals in exchange for you breaking rules.
Well,
I don't really know.
It's why I know. My thought is too. It's like, are they assuming that you're just standing in there smoking, that you're not also going to the bathroom,
No, I think they're.
or they don't give a fuck?
I think they've got a problem to solve.
Well, speaking of that, I wanted to share this. I've been wanting to actually show this to you forever, and I thought it was funny. But a couple of months ago, if you guys haven't been listening, I did this body double work for these 9-year-old twins, and one of the I don't know, scenes I guess we were filming was at this Catholic school down the street in Hollywood, and they were like actually using the school. It's an all-girls Catholic school, and so we were using the library as sort of like home base, and there were these bathrooms, like little kid style bathrooms outside of the library, which was where we would, go to the bathroom. And I walked in, and well, first of all, before any of us even got like inside, the like PA for the day was like, guys, they have vape sensors in here. No vaping. Cause like everyone's kind of just like, vaping on set is like,
Yeah.
nobody care, right? Like smoking is a huge deal. Vaping is like, nobody fucking,
Yeah.
So anyway, I walk into the bathroom, the kids' bathroom, and I see this posted on the wall. This is there all the time. I'll share this in the group, but in Patreon, but
No vaping anywhere on school property. Any student caught vaping will be suspended, and a disciplinary hearing will be set to determine consequences. If the sensor goes off while you are in the bathroom.
now listen to this. This is fucking crazy to me.
First time, bags searched and a warning. Second time, bags searched, detention, called to parents. Third time, suspension and disciplinary hearing.
You have to get caught 3 times smoking in the bathroom of your Catholic school before anything happens to you.
One person per stall at all times. Well,
What's the point of even going to Catholic school?
I mean, yeah, exactly. We gotta. Who?
What are we wearing these skirts for?
Where else are we enforcing these rules?
No congregating in the bathroom.
No congregating. If you or a friend need help or are sick, please find an adult immediately.
Anyway, isn't that
and the steps for hand washing? How funny is it that we have to teach children who are smoking how to wash their
who
hands?
are fingering and vaping age how to wash their hands? Like, whoa, you should know that first and foremost. And there was a very big, like almost this sort of like glowing oval thing on the ceiling of the bathroom. And it had like, either Wi-Fi or Bluetooth like lit up on the side. Like it was like a very active device.
Was it like the one in the hotel?
No, it was different than that. It almost looked like some orbit.
Yeah, those will probably be everywhere someday, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure. But anyway, I don't know. It's wild to me that seems very lenient to me. Also, if you're in the bathroom vaping and the alarm starts going off, why wouldn't you just stick the vape in the tampon, like the dirty tampon thing? No one is sticking their hand in there.
Good call. Also, you know what's interesting is like the amount of, if you're a vapor, we talk to each other. The amount of people I know who vape in places they are not supposed to.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. I'm talking federal buildings. I'm talking airplanes.
One time we were visiting my mom in Columbus. And I will like never forget this.
Mm-hmm.
We were leaving Columbus and it was like a Southwest plane. It was pretty full. And so like the whole seating area was like packed. And there was like a row of seats next to the window. And there was a guy sitting there and he had a wife.
Yeah.
And he might have had
No, I think he just had a wife with him.
Dog.
Oh, a dog. Yeah, I think you are right, actually.
And he just pulled a vape up to his face, hit it in the airport, and went, when Alex and I vape in public where we're not supposed to, it becomes one with us.
Do you remember, did he have more of an e-cigarette or was it a vape? Because I think, are we talking clouds or are we talking?
I don't recall.
I don't remember exactly either.
Well,
but
what's funny is he was wearing it around his neck. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It was in like they have those keychains where it has the little plastic piece where you can attach. Honestly, I need that.
Didn't we kind of talk to him to like? I think
I was like, look at you, because we also get super drunk when we fly. Normally, we normally have like a few Jameson and ginger ales. Usually my go-to. And so
we always end up with like a 4-hour layover
and some kind of issue, some kind of fucking, it never fails. A barking dog and some kind of fucking issue. Mm-hmm. And we're like really wanting to vape, being drunk, stuck in an airport. And so I think I saw him do that and I was like, whoa. Like it looked like when Aladdin made the carpet fly.
I've known a lot of, people who say like, if you just do something
like you own it, just do it like you own the place.
Like it doesn't, yeah. My buddy says, do it like you got a mustache. But yeah, people very rarely. I mean, we watched a Netflix documentary. People literally built an apartment inside of a mall in an abandoned room in a mall. It carried fucking furniture through. Nobody stops you.
We watched a Netflix series or some series where people were living in the walls and the attics and the staircases of other people's homes.
Which is full circle. What I was going to say is with all the people we know that vape, and in all the places they do it, it's apparently not that disruptive. If you guys don't even know where to, but that's where it becomes a problem. I think the responsibility is still on us to not be if we're in close quarters,
Yeah, not like don't vape in a newborn's face. Yeah,
or do but
it's good for the newborn, but the parent might complain.
Stronger lungs. That's why my mom used to smoke when she was pregnant, so my lungs would be
How'd
strong.
How'd that work out? As he gasps,
as I give me my inhaler.
I think they might have gotten used to it. I think anytime people say that, they're like, no, it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
I think it means it gets used up in the beginning. You're like a Benjamin Button type. Like they have to come out swinging and then they just give up.
Rub some dirt on it and then you get infections later.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think that hurts you long term.
People aren't young people.
Yeah.
Aren't really into sex.
I hear.
That's what they're saying. I can't tell.
I don't believe that.
I was just going to say, I've been trying to figure out
something the media is pushing.
Yeah. I've been trying to figure out, do they want kids to not be into sex? Or
do they want them to be into sex because they're saying
because it's so weird
taboo.
That the euphoria send nudes I identify in one of the sexual fringy spaces, those kids aren't really banging. Euphoria is a show about kids banging that I think a lot of kids masturbate to.
Do you think when they say sex, do you think that means just like actual sex, or do you think that means like hooking up at all? Because like I do understand, like a lot of kids I went to high school with didn't want to fuck in high school. Like they were like, no, I'm not ready. I'm you know.
They're probably trying to have romantic experiences, I would imagine. There's probably like a really hopeless, codependency. Just trying to survive the world.
Either that, or the only thing I can think is if that is true, it's because they're just so awkward because they've grown up in this like completely digital age paired with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I don't believe that. Like, I know the way that I wanted to like dry hump on the couch when I was 14.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't believe that, like, unless it's like, honestly, what they're putting in the food and shit, like, our kids' hormones, like, not turning on the same way.
Maybe. I mean, we
recently, I can't remember what we were watching, but maybe it was just you that said this. Somebody somewhere, and this is much more served for a Thursday episode, but somebody said, like, in our lifetime, like kids will need like permission to have families. Like they'll need like their like
it was like a show. I think.
Yeah, they'll need like they'll have to use IVF basically to get pregnant.
Yes.
Like if you've watched Silo,
I mean, so
it's kind of an interesting idea.
It might even manifest itself in just like are you rich enough for in vitro?
Yeah.
Like, But
I think it's interesting. Like, are they not sexually like attracted? And I'm not even saying like I don't even care what your gender is. Like I feel like a lot of kids today claim to be bi. So like how can you be into both genders and hooking up with no one?
Yeah.
You have double the options.
I wonder if porn is almost having the opposite effect now, where instead of desensitizing children to all the fucking, like, I'm not talking about sex, I'm talking about like fucking, like shitting on tables.
Yeah, like porn sex.
Yeah, but like I wonder if there's possibly some like built-in almost like performance anxiety before a lot of them even get started.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, if you think that like we're so fortunate when we were like hooking up with our first people.
Yeah.
Porn was like a grain. It was magazines still, and it was like grainy.
Yeah.
Like shitty.
Shot on a camcorder.
Yeah. Anything you could see on the internet was like real shit quality. Yeah. And it took 8 days to download.
But I also wonder if kids are like, well, I'm not ready for sex. And,
but that's what I'm saying is if they're comparing it to the quality and like the type of porn they have now.
Yeah, I'm not ready for sex. And what she means is I'm just not ready for like triple penetrative,
My butt plug hasn't come in yet.
I'm not ready to have my nipples clamped.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're just scared of what they perceive sex to be.
Maybe.
Because the kink sphere, I mean, honestly, kink is almost, I'm afraid of some kinks.
I mean,
there's a lot of kinks out there. I don't want to.
And really, I think when you think about like, I don't know, just I'm all for like a little fucking maid costume or a role play scene. But like, I'm talking about like when you get like some of the deep shit in, it's like, what's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. What is actually wrong with you?
Yeah, there's like some very weird, like you have a mommy issue, a power trip, and for some reason you can only come outside.
Yeah,
it's like all these weird combinations.
While your brother watches?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what?
like they almost,
during your driving instructions?
Your stepsister, Catholic schoolgirl, French maid.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
You're like,
wow, with a lesbian. Like what?
And she's also actually a robot.
And she has a fire suit. Yeah.
She's a stuck robot.
Yes. Yeah. She's her head stuck in a spaceship. Yeah,
it's just so.
Honestly, someone should make an AI porn of Katy Perry with her head stuck in the spaceship.
And
then the daisy just falls out.
That would be a fun OnlyFans channel, is people just trying to like. You remember back in the day when you'd go up to a soda fountain and you'd just suicide it and you'd go every soda?
No, ew, you're an animal.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh, well, people would go up and they go like, all right, Coke, Diet Coke, Sierra Mist, whatever,
For what reason?
Dr. Pepper. It's all just flavored junk anyway. It's all the same. 32 ounces of soda is 32 ounces of soda.
I don't even eat the red gummy bears.
Yeah, so It's just like that, though. It's like, you're like, just fill it all up, man. What's the matter?
That's disgusting.
But no, I think it'd be a good, it'd be a fun OnlyFans idea. Instead of like, hey, I'm going to go try to fuck 5,000 teenagers in Australia. How about
Who's
like,
doing that?
no, but all these like, you know,
like
Bonnie, whoever.
Blue? Were they teenagers?
No, but you know what I mean? Like, it keeps, that's what you got in trouble for, was like, are these, like a lot of them are like 18 and people are like, all right, you're like, you're turning these young boys into porn stars.
Yeah, my son came home with chlamydia.
Yeah, like, there you go. So
I think it was Bali.
Well, Bali's where she got in trouble, but I think the first place
she did it was Australia.
Like, yeah, or some, I don't know, but I'm making a point that I think that's a more fun idea. It'd be like, how do we get nerd cosplay? You know,
like a furry head, French maid middle.
Let's try to mix 13 kinks into one episode and just see what we get.
I know. I'm curious if you'd lose people or gain people.
Yeah, who knows?
Like, is your kink still kinky if it has other kinks involved?
Yeah.
That's him say that twice.
Do you get how much kink could a kink if a kink could kink?
How much cum could a kink?
So the reason the story's coming, or this conversation is coming up again, and that was kind of where I wanted to go with it, but you just jumped ahead.
Sorry.
No, I've been trying to figure out, are kids less sexual, or are we trying to sell them? Because it's so weird that we come from the Girls Gone Wild era, where they were slutting us out. They wanted you guys to be whores.
I knew I was getting a tramp stamp 6 years before I did.
I think
I got it 4 years before I should have.
I mean, I think they kind of knew, like, if we can build a little slut army, all these young men will go to work.
Slut army.
Right? Like,
maybe.
There was kind of a reason to have a convertible
I
in
also
Cologne.
think, interestingly enough, though, it's kind of an interesting idea. Go with me on this.
Mm-hmm.
Hear me out. This might be a radical thought, but women really started to fight for like equal pay and stuff back in the 80s and the 90s, right? Like, and then in the 90s is when they started building the next generation of women into little sluts, not women who are overly educated or who feel like, you know, whatever gay way you want to say, strong in their power.
But it also feels like they're giving the sluts an off ramp right now with Tradwife. It's almost like
maybe Erica Kirk is a public shaming about what's about to happen. Well, she thought she was going to get away with it, and now the internet's like, you were a whore this time and this time.
Yeah, but I feel like you can kind of just quick left turn into stepdaddy land. I think they're going to start trying to push young men into stepdaddy world again. Like, the incels need to go raise all the hot chicks' kids that are being neglected as we speak. But it's interesting to me that the euphoria, the generation that they gave whoever they is, big conspiracy talk, but whoever they is gave this generation euphoria.
Yeah.
Then a pandemic where they weren't even allowed to touch each other.
And they could only watch Euphoria.
Yeah. I mean, they were like, hey, you guys can sex. We don't even care. You're just wear a face mask if you're going to finger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, be afraid
Wash your hands.
Be afraid of physical contact.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of culminating in this, like, now go be a Christian abstentionist.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely have the belief that
I guess what I'm saying is it feels like they're not reporting on it, they're steering it. And I'll get into kind of what's going on with it, but go ahead.
I was going to say, I genuinely believe that maybe, and I don't know what age group we're even talking about. Like, are we talking about like adolescent, like post-puberty to 18?
I think we're talking the hormonal crowd.
But I was going to say, the other thing that's kind of interesting is,
you know, that time in your life where all you want to do is fuck?
Yeah, they don't. Well, what I was going to say is what's kind of interesting.
They also have stock portfolios.
Yeah, they do.
So
a lot of them. Well, I think again with our generation, around that age group time, we still had to steal people's like pause the VHS too long
Yeah.
on a scene or steal people's I don't even think DVDs were super regular. Maybe.
Yeah.
And my point is,
I had a couple that were hiding.
It's always been so accessible to them that they don't have to wonder what's under there. A lot of the mystery that our generation had around puberty and being young is gone for them. They know exactly what it looks like, both real and AI generated.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You don't have to ask. You can ask other people. You can ask the internet.
Yeah.
What's going on with my nipples?
And I think that unless you're really gonna actually fuck, maybe a lot of the because I wasn't fucking all the time at you know what I mean? A lot of it was still fun teenage
what was that
stuff.
pause though?
Well, I was fucking, but not all the time.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting bent over a spaceship.
Yeah.
With my fire suit on or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of the mystery is gone, so therefore a lot of the fun foreplay type stuff might also be taking a back seat.
Yeah,
so I think they're starting later.
It is interesting too that I imagine for young boys, there's very much the conversation. My generation, they used to ask have you seen tits?
Yeah.
Their generation, it's going to be have you seen real tits? Have you seen tits in person?
Have you had a nipple in your mouth? Do you know what a nipple feels like?
Yeah, have you in person?
Yeah.
Not AI.
Yeah.
Not
How'd
porn.
you know?
Yeah.
How'd you know they were?
Yeah.
Did it glitch when she jumped?
But so there's this new Netflix rom-com that came out, and it's got Greg Araki.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's who made it. Cooper Hoffman, I don't know who these people are, but Olivia Wilde's in it.
Oh, okay.
And it's about this couple who are exploring a bunch of wild kinks.
Oh, we should watch it.
It's supposed to be a rom-com. It's called I Want Your Sex. I know not much about it. It's just kind of all in the news. I keep seeing headlines about it. But then around it, Olivia Wilde, who's in it, says sex in movies hasn't been realistic for a long time. And that's why they don't... Chase Sui wonders. There's just a bunch of articles about it. I'm sorry. I'm doing a poor job of representing it. Came out and she said, call me a prude, but I don't want to see sex scenes in shows. I just don't want to see them anymore.
Interesting.
And then Olivia Wilde, who's in this new rom-com, has come out and she's saying, I think what young people don't want is they don't want inauthentic.
They don't want perfect.
Yeah. They don't. So.
Well, that is true. Also, if they've grown up watching porn, it's one or the other. Either make it realistic.
Yeah.
Or make it porn.
Yeah.
Don't if I want to see a perfectly set up version of people fucking but not get to see anything because it's a movie.
We don't want to see people fucking on a bed of roses.
I don't want to be jealous of your house in this. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of where Olivia Wilde's taking it is. And she's also trying to sell a movie about sex right now. And she's on a press tour.
Queef during sex or something?
I don't know. You'll have to watch it to find out. But I do think that's an interesting take on it because I do feel that way about a lot of content these days. Is young people just, I say we because I'm kind of into it as well. I mean, I guess as someone who makes content, I have to be thinking about, I have to try to be progressive on trends. But it does seem like people don't want inauthenticity anymore. They don't want talking points. They don't want to be pandered to.
Yeah.
They'd rather disagree with you than be lied to.
I also think that's a huge reason that podcasts, I think podcasts grew.
Well, I think podcasting did it.
Well, and I think that now it's a reason that they can still, because if you think about it, podcasting is the radio, right? It is in some ways. It's different, but it's the same.
It's new talk radio.
Radio couldn't hold up to TV in the past, right? Radio's listenership dropped massively once people got mainstream people, blue collar people, regular people got access to TVs. They weren't listening to radio programs. So why now is podcasting, which is essentially the radio, able to take that viewership back when visual media should be better than it's ever been?
Yeah, authenticity.
Exactly. Because there's no fucking group of writers who have written and directed every movie that have the same story.
Who have to get approval and legal.
From the same network.
And
They're the same publishing or whatever studio production company, whatever. Yeah, it's exhausting. I think people are just exhausted by the storyline. And ever since they've been telling the same stories over and over. Which it turns out aren't even anybody's but like Shakespeare's after all this time.
There's like 5 stories they keep retelling.
Well, and I think that
and then like Jeffrey Dahmer, and then shit that they create.
Yeah, and I think I can't speak to everyone. Obviously, this isn't a worldwide problem, but for me personally, I think one of the reasons I have mostly stopped watching modern day mainstream media is because being on the other side of it, like being on the entertainment side of it, as people who would love to get someone to buy our script or cast us in something or hire us for this, like you see just how incestuous the entirety of the industry almost is, from the production companies to the actors who get cast and everything to the writers who get on the screen, you know what I mean, to the studios.
The head light guy, lighting tech, is somebody's kid.
It's just, and you realize how many like filtering steps your work has to go through before it would ever get out to the public. It's not yours anymore, I think.
And I think people like immediacy as well these days. And I could do a podcast about, you know, a Charlie Kirk event. I can get that out while it's happening. They will make movies about Charlie Kirk. It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
Even if they wanted to make one if they wanted to tell their story in a big film production way before the trial, I don't think they could have gotten that done in time. You know what I mean?
Well, who knows?
Just with how much they, you know, so it's a way to get relevant.
And it's interesting that it's almost like podcasting is also almost like this first step, if this is the direction you're going, step to like a documentary. Like before there's the movie, right? There's like the documentary about it.
Yeah.
And so I think that that's what's interesting is it's still like it's the first level of
storytelling.
Yeah, and information passing through. So you can be the I think if you're not listening, here's our promo, our plug for the week.
Shameless.
If you're not listening to Catfish and Chips, come on over to Patreon every Thursday. We're on Jesus. I mean, we are.
Here's a plug for it. We've been talking about it for months and people are still saying we're not ready.
Yeah, we're not ready to be done with it. Thank God, because like I'm not ready to be done with it, but I was like, people have got to be sick of this. But I'm so glad.
I'm slightly ready to be done with it.
Oh, I'll relive this for the rest of my anyway.
Oh yeah, but
so my point
artistically, I'm ready to.
Yes. Yeah. I don't even know where I was going with that though about Catfish and Chips.
We were just saying.
No,
shameless plug.
I had a reason for plugging it. What was I talking about right before this?
The podcasting is the medium before documentary.
Yes, the reason that I think that. Like for Catfish and Chips, we're telling a story, or we're telling our story of what happened to us in London, and we have been able to. This will be episode 16 or 17 or something this week coming up. Like we're able to go through and give every fine-tooth detail.
People want to hear about it, and we didn't have to get permission to tell it.
Yes, and I think for even at the very least, without all the studio bullshit and the political stuff, is time constraints, right? It's like it's very hard to tell.
Yeah.
Someone's life story, like you can't just tell an hour or a month or a year of someone's story. You have to know.
I used to always, you'd hear about script, like contract disputes over scripts, and I'd be like, who cares? You're all getting paid a lot of money to fucking play around. But I guess, I've created many things. I've always been the kind of person too that's like, hey man, if that's what they want to do with it, they bought it. Like,
I think it depends what story you're telling.
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah. But that's what I was gonna say is you have different levels of emotional connection to stories, and then people start saying like, hey, I want to tell this differently, and you're like, no, you're not gonna write that lady's my mom.
Yeah,
like you're trying to take my mom out of the script.
Yeah,
I'm telling my mom's story.
Like I think a lot of times when you're telling a story, you have to have a focal point, right? Like you have a direction you're trying to take the audience. And I think oftentimes that doesn't get portrayed the way that people want it to either. Like I think a lot of sidetrack and like a lot of like what's the word I want? Like hot like buzzword points get roped into your story, like whatever needs to be promoted at the time. Maybe it's sex.
So racial tension's really hot right now. Have you experienced any?
We're gonna need you to drop a reference to Mark Twain.
Isn't he
the one who says the N-word a lot?
He does. I believe he does. Yeah. Yeah, I believe he does. Okay. It's hot right now. It's white hot. So, no pun intended. Yeah. So
you can use that though.
So let's go ahead and just let's drop something like that in there. Yeah. Maybe, we've done polling with the audiences and they want to know when and what has been screamed at you out of the window in traffic, so why don't you go ahead and add that scene and why
don't you make sure what was screamed at you was sexually explicit and racial.
And it is funny that you mentioned this about Schitt's Creek, that somebody brought it up, that like the reason it kind of might possibly have a cult following is because it's just a story about good people.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, my stepdad's been saying that about television for years. He's like, I don't want to watch any of these shows. He's like, because they want to make money, so they don't want to close this tail. They don't want to quit. Yeah. They're not going to quit making money off of Game of Thrones. Well, they're going to run it into the ground.
And that's why I think, I don't know, people who were paying attention to this back then, I hope have so, and I literally boycotted the show after this because of it, because I felt like if the people who are making money off this are like, no, this needs to end, then who am I? Like, and so the guy, I cannot remember his name. He's so sexy. The black British guy who was the lead in Bridgerton season 1.
I don't know his name either.
It's like 3 names. It's like Jean-Paul something. I don't know.
Sexy.
But anyway, he was like the lead. The whole story was about this couple, and he would not sign on to more seasons. He was like, no, I signed up for this story in this book, and the book is over and the story is over. And everyone was like, fuck yeah. I think a lot of people were pissed actually though, because
I think that's probably a big part of it too, is the greed of the industry.
Well, yeah.
And I don't think that they've completely figured out how to replace DVD income, so they're trying to hit us over the head with advertisements and keep jacking up the prices of all the networks.
Everything streaming has, it costs more and it has more ads. Make it make fucking sense.
And it feels like all their catalogs have gotten considerably smaller. I'm not sure if it's because they don't want us to be. There's an interview on 60 Minutes that's really old that I specifically want to watch, and I can't. Like, it's just gone. It's like,
well, and that's the thing about digital is like you don't have to burn any books. You literally just press delete.
It's just so interesting that, and maybe it's probably on Amazon or something. I can probably go buy it somewhere.
Well, that's I think the biggest. I was just saying that the other day is like, wouldn't it be a cool idea for an app where you could like, you know how with Netflix you used to be able to, you paid every month, but then you picked what you wanted to be able to see. I wish there was an app that you could pay, and then like when you're like, oh, Succession's new, okay, I pay for this app, I get to pick 2 streaming services a month. And then it like automatically resets, and you can
like a class pass.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
trying to think of a name for it, but I don't have one. You got anything else?
I got nothing else.
All right. I do want to talk about this real quick too. I'm fascinated by this, and I think it just started.
What?
This live Netflix live.
Oh yes.
Free climb with Alex Honnold. If you don't know Alex Honnold, he's the guy that climbs shit without ropes.
Wasn't his? I think the movie was called Free Solo.
Free Solo. Or that's what they call it. It was the movie is when he climbed El Capitan. I don't remember.
I can't remember the name. I think it was called Free something like that.
Yeah, but anyway, he's doing it on
in IMAX.
He's doing it. Oh, how was that?
It was cool.
He's doing he's climbing a skyscraper in Taipei with no ropes.
Where's Taipei?
Taiwan.
It feels right.
I think. Well, I don't know. I have this story
I hope he's
saved
not smoking
right here.
in the
I guess
bathroom
I could
first.
Yeah, right.
That's not even China at all. That's not at all China. I am aware.
Skyscraper Live. I found this just really interesting article on everything they're doing to make sure that a guy doesn't die on Netflix, which is, I thought, interesting. But they have a 10-second delay.
I was going to say, how live is live?
They have a 10-second delay. And I thought this was interesting, too, is that Alex, the climber, and the production team, it was supposed to happen yesterday, and they put it off for a day. Both sides have complete permission to pull out at any time, not while he's climbing, but like,
yeah.
So
I don't feel comfortable.
So if he's not feeling it, they told him, like, who cares if there's a camera crew around? Don't feel pressure. Don't do it when you're not ready. Like, they're telling him, we want you to be ready, and we want to be ready. So, like, if we're not feeling good about it and you're feeling good about it, we can pull out too. And I think it is cool that, because a lot of the amount of terrible comedy specials that get released because we paid all the money for the crew to show up, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, they got a 10-second delay, and they're pretty much just going to pull the plug if he falls. So you might be in the middle of it, and the feed just
So if you see it go black, you just know?
You just know, yeah.
God, that sucks if the camera just cuts out, and you're like, everyone's like, oh my God, he died. And then...
And behind the magic, the truth is...
There's a net at the bottom.
No, he's already climbed this with ropes probably 100 times. Like, that's...
How do you get permission to just climb a skyscraper?
Well, they've been working... I mean... There are all these crazy events like Red Bull jumping out of skydiving out of a UFO, out of a spacecraft.
Yeah, they're
and
riding
shit.
a fucking 4-wheeler out of a rocket ship.
Yeah,
with a parasail on them.
There was that one.
Talk about a porn, huh?
They just put they built wings. They put wheels and wings.
Well, they didn't build it, babe. The Red Bull gave it to them.
Yeah. But what they do is they put wheels and wings on a bunch of watercraft and just launch them off a ramp to see how far.
And
they
then they
can
just
go.
like stapled cameras to people's foreheads.
Yeah, honestly, Red Bull's the best company in the world.
Isn't it Japanese?
No, no. I believe the owner is not allowed to return to Thailand. I believe it's down in that. I want to say he's Thai. Now I got to look it up.
Tilapia or whatever?
Thai.
What's that? What's
Thailand?
No, where's the guy doing the climb?
Oh, Taipei.
I said tilapia?
Tilapia, yeah. Also just found this out. It's still a completely family-owned company.
Who?
Red Bull. It's the largest, it's one of the it's like the third largest beverage company in the world. Completely independently owned.
You guys want to hear a real funny story? Well, here we can close it. You have anything else?
No.
About that, I meant.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Well, good luck to Alex.
It's happening right now.
All right, well, we're going to log off here soon and go watch and see.
Go watch it.
Honestly, we're probably going to... How long do you think it'll take?
It's 101 stories.
Was that something... Is he like Spider-Man? Does he like run up the side? Or is it like... Are we going to turn it on like the hot dog eating contest and it'll be over? Or
I'm curious to see too. I don't know how it's going to happen either.
Anyway, we every year, this year we did not, but in the past we have made for cover to cover. If you're a cover to cover listener, we have made advent calendars for cover to cover, and it's all of December, and it's just a fun quote from their podcast over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it was last year or 2 years ago. One of the quotes was about Red Bull.
Oh yeah.
And so I go through I mean it's you guys, it's painstaking. I make these cards on like a program and it's whatever. And then I have to upload them all, and I almost inevitably always mix one up because like, you know, the front and the back. And so I placed this order through one of these websites online where we get it through, and it's been like weeks and I hear nothing. And I finally tracked down my order number and I called them and I'm like, where the fuck is my order? And they're like, oh, we couldn't print it. We had a copyright issue. I'm like, are they first I was like, did they like listen to cover and figure out? And then I was like, what? And they were like, you have the word Red Bull written on this. And we have strict instructions
from Red Bull
that if anyone uses the name, any of the images, like the logo, the trade, whatever, I don't even think you could do gives you wings. We're not allowed to print it. And I was like, well, are you allowed to call me? Anyway.
Yeah, we took money from a bunch of people to make this. And here
I'll change the fucking quote. Just Red Fool over here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
wow,
I don't know.
I forgot about that.
I don't know what I ended up changing.
They're apparently very protective of their brand, but
anyway,
until it comes to people jumping out of spaceship. I mean, I guess if a bunch of people are going to jump out of spaceships with your logo on it,
you got to make sure it's legit.
And you're going to sponsor F1 and soccer. Honestly, it is big money. I want to look into Red Bull. I looked up one day because I was like trying to be a conscious consumer. I was like, asked AI, said, give me a reason to boycott Red Bull. And all it could tell me was that the guy killed a woman in a car once.
What guy?
The guy who's going to inherit the company, like the grandchild of the founder.
He killed a woman in a car once.
He had like a vehicular manslaughter situation in Thailand.
That's no reason to boycott a product.
Yeah, and I was like, I gotta separate the art from. I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get in the car with him.
Half the companies people boycott are because they're like illegally,
they're using
colonizing.
They're using the scalps of children to like
as fertilizer.
Yeah.
So it's like
one woman, one time, one car.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, if that's the case, who's boycotting the Raiders? Because they had Raider players did the same thing. I mean,
they all do. You'd have to boycott the entire NFL.
I can't. But anyway,
and the NBA.
I was just thinking that
definitely NASCAR.
It is very interesting that pretty scandal-free company too. So good on them.
Either that or you just can't read the article. You need the articles translated.
Or there's just a big old ditch full of bodies. Red Bull whistleblowers.
They're just plucking wings from people daily.
All right. That's been the episode.
That's been us. We've been all. Come back on Thursday. We're on some number of catfish and chips. We're on our allegedlys. So we're going through our theories. We're breaking things down. We're sharing receipts of what we know.
I think we're going to get to my grand theory on what all this. I think my theory, my running crazy person theory that I do wholeheartedly believe we should get to this Thursday. So,
okay.
All right.
Listen, I don't want to give you any more to entice you, but if the phrase "gay gypsies" doesn't get you excited, come on,
and
over.
not like wearing a little purple scarf and bangles. We mean gypsy in like the European sense,
like if Thomas Shelby, said doll a lot.
Like, what's so crazy is gypsies are just people who've put an
gypsies are people too.
They've put an industry to homelessness. They have found a way to like.
Yeah, I mean, they had their caravans were shopping carts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess they were also cars.
Yeah. That's how classy the British are. Or I don't even know if they're originally Brits, but even their homeless people still are like, I'm going to sleep outside.
Yeah, no, we built a caravan.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Anyway, that's going to be this Thursday. Come on over there, and
we'll see you.
That's all, folks.
Bye.